You saved a file into a database in the previous lesson. That's lesson 12.1. In this lesson, you will learn how to retrieve the file from the database and send it to the user through their web browser. To begin, open the .NET Expert project from your Sample Files folder. And open files.aspx in Design View. You want the file to be displayed when the user clicks one of the View File links in the Grid View control. Add a row command event handler to the Grid View control on this page. Now add the following code to the new event handler. Int row clicked equals convert.toInt32 e.command argument int uploaded file ID equals convert.toInt32 grid view uploaded file dot data keys row clicked dot value. Using .NET Expert data context data equals new .NET Expert data context, uploaded file, file to display equals data.uploadedfiles.single, uploaded file, lambda, uploaded file dot uploaded file ID equals uploaded file ID. This code retrieves the database record that corresponds to the entry that the user clicked. This technique is covered in session 12 of the Essential Skills course in this series. Next, you'll need to add some code to send the file to the user's web browser. Add the following code on the next line. Page.response.addHeader content-disposition attachment semicolon file name equals plus file to display dot uploaded file name. This code adds a new header to the web server's response. This header tells the user's browser that the server is sending the file as an attachment, along with the name of the file. By specifying attachment as the content disposition, you are telling the web browser to download the file instead of trying to display it in the browser. As well as sending files as attachments, it is possible to specify that a file should be displayed in the browser. To do this, you would specify a content disposition of inline instead of attachment. You would also need to add a content type header to tell the browser which type of file to display. There are only a few file types that a web browser will be able to display. Here are a few of them and their correct content type. To display a JPEG image, use the content type image/JPEG. For a GIF image, use image/GIF. For MPEG video, use video/MPEG. For MP3 audio, use audio/MPEG. And for PDF files, use application/PDF. There are many other possible content types, but few of them can be displayed by a web browser. If the web browser is unable to display a file that is sent with the inline disposition, it will simply be downloaded as if you used the attachment disposition. Now add the following code on the next line. Byte array file bytes equals file to display dot uploaded file bytes dot to array. This code retrieves the file's binary data from the database and converts it back into a byte array. Now add the following code on the next line. Response dot binary write file bytes response dot end. This code writes the file's binary data into the web server's response and ends the response. Ending the response stops any more information from being added to the web server's response to the web browser. This means that ASP.NET will not add the page's HTML code to the response. Because the file is being sent as an attachment, the web browser will keep the last copy of the web page visible instead of refreshing the page. Note that along with binary write, there are two other methods that allow you to send files to the web browser. Both of these methods require a physical file to be present, so you cannot transmit a byte array from a database. To send files from a database, you will always need to use binary write. The response.write file method allows you to send a physical file to the web browser by specifying the path to the file. For example, response.write file c:/video.mp4. Response.transmit file is almost identical to write file, but it is optimized for larger files. In general, transmit file is the better option, as it works well with both large and small files. Test your code now by viewing files.aspx in your web browser. When the page loads, click View File next to marketdata.csv. You are prompted to open or save the file, just like any other file that you might download from the internet. Click Cancel. Close your web browser and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 12.2. Output a file to the user's web browser.